God loves you. 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 Self-awareness is important. God has stored tools within you to show up for yourself. God loves you. 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 He installed some important tools in you. You're so talented. You're so gifted. You're so smart. You're so talented. You're so smart. You're so talented. You're so unique in your own way. Because God loves you. God loves you. God loves you. God loves you. It's so funny how you didn't have to go to college because you had the tools installed within you from day one. You were so talented, smart. God loves you. God loves you. God loves you. God loves you. Never allow someone to suck up your thought process and allow you to feel like you can't show for yourself because God installed some tools within you. You didn't have to go to college for. It was already installed within you. You was a blessing in disguise to yourself from day one. But you was only able to see it. Nobody was able to identify it. People could root you on all day long. But only you're able to identify and see it. To genuinely know like, wow, I am talented. I am smart. I am brave. I am kind. You don't need validation at the end of the day to know at the end of the day, those tools were already installed within you. Once you acknowledged it, you opened your gift to show it for yourself. Continue to be patient with your process. Never allow the enemy to psych out your thought process to allow you to feel that you're not worthy of a person. Respectfully. You deserve to be treated with respect, with no malicious intention to bring harm towards yourself and others around you. Never allow someone to psych out your thought process because they have malicious intentions towards you and they're a hidden disguise. Never allow someone to psych out your freedom because they have malicious intentions and they are hidden disguise. Never allow someone to psych out your thought process because you genuinely love yourself in a healthy way. Because they have malicious intentions and they are hidden disguise. The only way for you to acknowledge a hidden disguise at the end of the day is to genuinely acknowledge it. Protect your energy. Not everybody's deserving of your time. Just because you found your talent within you, at the end of the day, the person to the right of you, the person to the left of you, they're not rooting for you. They're not. And it's okay. Not everybody's meant to root for you. It's not a crime. It's okay. Life goes on regardless. Because you know why? God is rooting for you. Respect. God's always been rooting for you. From day one. He chose you. He's proud of you. Continue doing what you need to do. Respect. And continue to be kind to yourself. And continue to be patient within your process to show it for yourself. It wasn't easy, but you made it. Continue to root yourself on as your biggest cheerleader. Because it will always make sense at the end. Respectfully, you deserve it. Round of applause to you. You deserve it. Some days may feel like you're not being acknowledged. But you are being acknowledged for the hard work that you're doing. Even when you feel like you're beating yourself up and you feel like you're overwhelming yourself, you're getting discouraged, you're not. You're on the right path. You chose you, the best part of you to show up. God is proud of you. Respectfully. Oh, hey, never forget this. Respectfully. It's not a crime to respect your neighbor. 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 It's not. It's not a crime to respect your neighbor. Especially when you don't have malicious intentions to bring harm towards each other. But the enemy will psych you out your thought process to allow you to believe to go against each other at the end of the day. But that's not healthy. And that's not the norm. The norm is to respect each other. Respectfully. Respect goes a long way. Respectfully. You ain't gotta like the person. But respect goes a long way. Protect your energy. Never allow the enemy to psych out your thought process to allow you to believe going against your neighbor and having malicious intentions towards them and they ain't do nothing to you and they don't have malicious intentions towards you to go against your will. Respectfully. You matter. Respectfully. You are genuinely loved by all the right people. You are genuinely respected by all the right people. Just because someone gave up on you, don't give up on yourself. Just because someone overlooked you, don't give up on yourself. You matter. You do. You do. God is proud of you. Your misunderstanding self days you had within your process of showing up for yourself. Your discouraging days. People who disappointed you. People who overlooked you. people who allows you to feel unworthy as a person, look what you did to yourself. Look what you did for yourself. You acknowledge patience to show up for yourself. And that's more than the gift itself. Respect. You are the gift to yourself because you chose you, the best part of you, to show up. Congratulations. And continue to choose your best part of yourself to show up. You don't need distractions. Watch the company you keep. Protect your energy. Not everybody's deserving of your time. And that's okay, it's not a crime. But when you know, you know. Congratulations. God is proud of you. Respectfully. God will always be proud of you. Especially when you're doing right by God. When you start your healing process at the end of the day, it would never be an overnight process. Never allow someone to of your thought process to allow you to believe like, hey, it's going to be an overnight process. Because it's not. It would never be an overnight process choosing yourself to show up. Especially when you dealt with trauma, abandonment issues, and anything else after that. But choosing your best self vision to show up, to understand like, hey, it's not their time when I start my healing process. It's when I'm mentally ready. And choosing your best part of yourself to show up will be the blessing in disguise. It's not a crime to find peace within yourself and to respect your neighbor with no malicious intentions to bring harm towards them. Respectfully. Protect your energy. Not everybody's deserving of your time. Respect. Love yourself, love yourself. Love yourself, love yourself. Oh, devil, devil, return back to sender. Devil, devil, return back to sender. Especially with that negative energy. Leave innocent people alone. Respect. We stay in our lane, you stay in yours. It's not a crime for freedom of speech. It's not a crime for freedom of speech. Respect. Now you're doing your love, respect.